So you want to be an entrepreneur, and you're wondering if you have what it takes. I'm going to unpack a few more things that I think really help, or might hinder you if you don't have these things. So yesterday I made the first video in a series of hopefully many videos regarding things that have helped me with my business a year in. So this footage that you see now is from a job a couple of weeks ago that Mark and I did, and it took a while. It's a big tree, and we made what we thought was a lot of money for it, but we didn't make anywhere near what we should have made for it. But that's neither here nor there. In case you're curious, the tree that I'm cutting down right now, we made $3,000 to take it down. So it should have been way more, but we did it. It was the biggest tree we ever took down. There was a lot of tribulation along the way. See there, I lost my footing. No big deal though, tied in safe. And yeah, a lot of tests, along the way. And most days going to this job, especially on the way up. Now I'm on the way down, but especially on the way up, I told myself that this is higher than I've ever been, and to go higher than that is unsafe, or it's too high, or it's too scary, and I'm going to call the customer and tell him that I can't do it, and that he doesn't need to pay me, or he only needs to pay me less. And every fucking time I told myself that, I ended up saying fuck that and going a bit further, and before you know it, you're 20 feet higher than you've ever been. And keep on doing that, metaphorically, literally. And my job's fucking dangerous, like if I fuck up, I die. Like that's it. Not every time, but that's the worst that can happen. That can happen. I'd even arguably say live by the sword, die by the sword. So are you ready to die for your business? Are you ready? Are you willing to die doing what you love doing? I'll rephrase that question that way because I think it's better. And you love your business. Do you love doing it? This is essential. So the first thing you have to do is know how to motivate yourself, or at least motivate yourself even if you don't know how. Second thing, pick something that you like to do. Or should I say, continue doing what you like, and the rest should happen naturally. Especially if you don't listen to others telling you that it's not feasible or possible. I digress on all that. I want to talk about making sacrifices. I've made a lot of sacrifices to get to the point that you see before you. And the easiest sacrifice you can make, which is the hardest sacrifice, I guess, for most people that aren't cut out for this type of work, is to lower your standard of living outside the job. Because it does not matter. You have to see everything as a creature comfort that you do not need, other than the job itself, other than the business itself, other than the company itself, or equipment for your job. Everything else is secondary. Everything else is icing on the cake. You don't need anything else, especially at the beginning. At the beginning, the only thing that matters is getting your business off the ground. I make pretty good money, but I invest almost all of it back into my business. So I don't pay myself a salary. I take a little bit of money when I need to for my expenses, like food and rent and everything like that, but my spending is at a minimum. But I'll spend a lot of money on equipment, and not gratuitous equipment. Things that I need, things that make the job easier, things that end up paying for themselves, things that enable me to charge a higher price because I'm better equipped to do a better job. So I do not sleep on a bed right now. I sleep on the floor. I don't have a washing machine. I wash my clothes in the fucking bathtub. There's a lot of other shit I don't have. My house doesn't have lights in it right now. So it's okay during a day, but at night it kind of sucks. And I don't have, I have one plate, basically one knife, one fork, one spoon, and Mark has the same shit. And we each have one cup. That's it, but it doesn't matter. If this type of thing matters to you, then you're going to have a hard time going all in. Because going all in means going all in. It means even spending the rent money on fucking work shit that you need to do a job that you're doing before rent is due. And you're going to get it back. But it means taking risks like this if you have to. And let me tell you, like, you fucking feel so alive when you do it, because you're living. And there's no better way. And if this scares you, or if you think, yeah, well, I need security, well, this is not for you. You know, go become a fucking elementary school teacher or something. You know, if you want vacation, like Ben Affleck says in Boiler Room, if you want time off, go teach 3rd grade. Like, don't start a business if you want time off. You'll get time off in the end. But for the time being, like, if you really care about your business, you're not going to seek balance in life while you're supposed to be hustling to get it off the ground. You're supposed to be doing whatever it takes to get it off the ground. You know, you're training right now for a fight, and the fight, it's a fucking marathon of a fight. It's a long ass fucking fight. And you don't know shit. You're starting out. You're a fucking noob. So you probably have good qualities and stuff like that, but still, give yourself every advantage you can. Don't party. You know? It's okay to go out and celebrate a job well done every once in a while, but, you know, don't do anything that's going to impede your performance the next day. It's okay to take days off too. You know, I can't do this shit fucking 7 days a week. I can't even do it 5 days a week. I never could. It's too much. It's too much. But, like, I can do a lot doing it, let's say, 3 or 4 days a week, and then the other 3 days or 4 days a week that I'm not climbing trees, then I use that for marketing and stuff like that. And I work on my website, and, you know, I said time off isn't everything, but 1 day off a week is okay, especially if it helps you decompress and get back to work, you know, whenever you start up again and do a better job, as opposed to just working yourself to the bone. You know, maximum is not optimal. Skateboarding to me also is important because not only it gets my mind off tree work, but it gives me, you know, it gives me coordination, it gives me balance, it gives me stamina, you know, perseverance. It's a must-have for that. So if I apply the same thing to tree work, and tree work's a lot easier than skateboarding, believe it or not. So, you know, it's really not that bad. You combine everything you know to get what you want. I don't give a fuck how the other guys are doing it. I look at a tree and I figure out a way to go up the tree and take it down without hitting anything, and then to get myself down after. And even if I can't figure out every step at the very beginning, I know that I'm gonna figure it out. I trust myself. And everything else doesn't matter. What kind of shoes I wear outside of work doesn't fucking matter. How many selfies I put on Facebook doesn't matter. The moldings in my apartment don't fucking matter. How many dishes I have doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're up to speed on Netflix. People are gonna ask you all this shit about social life and stuff like that, because that's all they have going on. You can't fucking pay attention to it. Just do your fucking thing. Put your blinkers on and focus entirely on the task at hand. Do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. And you will fucking get there. And if you don't get there, at least you did whatever it took. No fucking regrets. See, there I made a mistake. That's from the video yesterday too, just different perspective. I hit the fucking wall. But that shit's gonna happen sometimes. And there was no damage after, so it's not the end of the world. You know, no harm, no foul. And everything is a learning experience if you let yourself learn from it. So, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna tell you again today. Most of this you knew already. So stop watching fucking how-to YouTube videos, get off your ass, and go fucking get them.